Hello everybody and welcome back. We're still playing as France. Still continuing on this beginner playthrough, and we just had a little bit of luck. We ended our war with Burgundy, we took a bit of Holland, and then the Burgundian inheritance fired. The leader, the ruler of Burgundy, died, and there was a lot of dispute and divvying up of the Burgundian lands, and the lands of their personal unions and vassals and such. And somehow Castile actually got the lucky end of the second half of it. So we got a chunk of Burgundy. We got about 7 provinces from Burgundy, and then Castile got a bunch of provinces from Burgundy, a bunch of them. So we're kind of just like enjoying the wave from that. Oh, look at this! Look at this, guys. We have no truce with Brittany. We do have a truce with France, or England though, sorry. We have no truce with Brittany. And they're only allied with Utrecht. So yeah, let's act on this quickly. We do need another military technology, and we're trying to finish that idea group. So let's get the troops over here ready to engage Utrecht. $16,000 will be plenty. They only have 3,000 troops. We're not going to take this province over here. We just need to take care of them in the war. What is this all about? French in need happens. We could send a letter to Castile, to the Queen, asking for diplomatic aid, military aid, asking for manpower. Or we can just say, we don't need to. No, you know what, I think we could ask him for something. We could ask him for... Yeah, let's ask him for military aid. Let's see what they give us. Let's see if they give us anything. We have a good relationship. So... I don't think this should make them upset. We're gonna speed 3 while we kind of get ready here for the battles. Let's get our actual best leader over here, who's the 3 fire, or sorry, 3 shock. I keep mixing up fire and shock. Yeah, the 3 shock leader is actually going to be our best right now. 2-3 with the 1 siege. Reinforcement speed's actually up on this guy too. This is going to be a very, very, very clean little battle. We're not even... Opportunistic war right here. We're not even thinking twice on this. We're just going to go in here, beat them up. We have claims on all their land. Let's just say it's for this one without a fort. Their only fort is in this province. We don't need to, call in any allies or anything like that. Completely unnecessary. We're just going to go here and attack. Nice and easy. What is there? And our navy is quite a bit more dominant, so we're just going to go out here and do the blockade. All right, all the troops are taken care of here. Wow. Wow. They have a large castle here. It's not a castle, it's oh, it is a castle. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I don't know why it's taking 10,000 troops to sit there to take it, but we got it. We got it. Let's kind of get some of these troops off so they're not taking an attrition unnecessarily. And this war against Scotland and England has just been going on and on and on and on and on. Oh, you know what? We took a bunch of money from Burgundy, but what happened was, I'm pretty sure a lot of the money that we actually took Went to Castile and Aragon. We actually don't need forts active. We do not need forts active. Even though we're at war, it's not important because we are fighting against no troops. They have no troops. Again, we're just kind of chilling right now. The war is won. We're just kind of looting, chilling, sieging. Looting, chilling, sieging. We got 5 years before we can go to war with England. That's going to be a big deal. Come on, I don't... No, stop. The automatic diplomats were trying to improve relations with England. No, we don't care about that. Build a spy network instead. Nice thing is, this is all Castile, so these people won't get, you know, Castile obviously won't get upset with us. Milan's actually kind of right on that line, potentially being upset. What we could do is we could grab this diplomat here, and we could just sort of like, hypothetically, how much aggressive expansion would this be? Who's going to be upset that we care about? Austria. We could try to butter up Austria. But for Austria's our rival, are they not? That would be pointless. Mainz, let's check out Mainz. Brunswick. Mainz, Württemberg, and Brunswick. Let's check them out. Mainz, we don't care about Mainz. Brunswick, Brunswick at least is friendly towards us. We could at least make them happy. Where's Württemberg? That's Wurzburg, not the same. Using the find it here to... Oh, okay. Kind of hard to see down there. Gotcha. Not worried about them, really. Oh, we've already had a rebellion up here. Okay. It's just farmlands. He'll hold the siege. He'll keep the siege progress. That's what he'll do there. It's a 1-1. We have a 5-1-3. We're not going to get any river crossing or anything here. But we do want to see, can we get these troops up here to reinforce? I think we need to attack into them now. Yeah, okay, we delivered more troops there. Should be an easy win. That's kind of nice, actually, that just happened. Because then you get there's a modifier here, recent uprising minus 100%. I think we already talked about that. That's always really, really good. That taken care of there. Now we don't have to worry about them. So they just they rose up really quickly, and now it's not even a thing. Oh, we have no more rebel threats. Better that it happens sooner rather than later. Okay, the nobility are very upset with us. What happened? Well, you know, the thing we might have to do, nobility, is we might have to revoke some land, so it's a little unfortunate that you would do that. Yeah, let's revoke a little bit of land. Gonna make them a little unhappy, of course, but they're now not gonna be, because what happens is if they're above 80%, they actually try to like rise up and take over the country. It's really not good. It's really, really not good. So, and this siege is not going well. We need to get those cannons, but we don't even have the military tech, do we? Oh man, we're so behind on military tech. We are focusing on military power. We are focusing, trying to specialize on it. But our leader's really just like his weakest strength is military. We have a good advisor here compensating for that, but it's not enough. We're just way behind. Part of that is because we've been working on a military idea group. That's it. That's a huge part of it. That's actually a huge part of it. Can we actually... 10 years before we can do that. And I can't believe England and Scotland are still fighting a war. Does England even have... They must have troops, right? Because the war wouldn't be going on if they had no troops. Okay, England does have 10,000 troops and 10,000 manpower. How did that happen? They're mercenaries. All their troops are mercenaries. So England is like sort of pseudo fighting back. And England is going to be in such a bad space when we go and attack them. Ooh, I do not feel envious of them whatsoever. So actually they have more than that now. I'm seeing 13,000 troops right here. So they're reinforcing, it looks like, up to that. They might actually... I mean, they could take out these 12,000 I don't want to say easily, but you know what I mean. Not too difficult. Let's get this 1,000 here. Teleport over our siege leader. Pull him back in. If we go here, can we actually potentially try to get... We have 50 army tradition. Like, we should be rolling really good generals, but we haven't been. Peace offer from Brittany, okay. Okay. Our army professionalism at 20%. We can gain army tradition. That's actually really, really good. 15 army tradition is really strong. We've already been talking about how that leads to better generals and also leads to siege ability and morale of armies. Very, very, very good number. Have that higher rather than lower. Nobility would like us more, which is good, and we're just going to lose a little bit of the traders. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. Nice. This war should be, or this siege should be over soon. Let's make Baden a little bit more friendly towards us. I think we do want a full siege here because then we're actually going to get claims on... Like, it'll let us complete a mission that'll continue our storyline as France here. But the thing is, people are definitely going to be upset about this. There's no doubt about that. If you can see, the actual modifiers here are pretty low. Minus 15, minus 17. Even though this is 40 here, it's really not affecting them too much. It's just that they're already upset with us. These are people that are already upset with us for the most part. Lone Brunswick. I mean, there's some people here that we can maybe sort of sway against doing this to us. Like, the funny thing is, look, Burden doesn't even exist. They were a nation that was going to fight us, but... Or coalition against us, potentially, but now they don't exist because this nation here has taken over Burden. Improve relations there. Nice. So this siege is done. You know, the truth is, I might just retreat from this myself, this naval battle, because I don't really want... Nah, we'll just fight it out. I don't want to lose any ships here. Oh, we're good. That actually probably gave us a little bit of prestige even. Let's get these guys out of it. Run that in a second. Separate peace out to Utrecht. I don't think we even care about their 30 ducats at the moment. Unless we have an inflation guy. We do have an inflation guy. And our inflation is going down. But yeah, let's take their money, because what the reason why you don't take their money is because it does cause inflation, but it's very little inflation. And if the only tricky thing about inflation is there's no real good way to get rid of it except for having that advisor, or paying administrative power, which of course we don't really ever want to pay administrative power. That's pretty precious. Not to reduce our inflation at least, but in this case, we should be just fine. Here we could actually end. Well, they don't have many rivals. Yeah, they're kind of in a bad spot. Let's go about your day. Go about your day. I'm kind of tempted to say, hey, let's transport these troops up to England, because I think they're going to be fighting England here next. Castile, I'm wondering, do you have claims on us? No, you haven't actually been building claims on us, so that's kind of nice. I was gonna say we have claims on Naples though, that's for sure, from that historical event. Okay, we can get the military technology, and we need to. That's so important. But we need to finish this idea group too. +1 leader siege. Ooh, that's gonna be so nice. That means that when we generate a leader, he will always have +1 siege as a base. That's going to be insane. The siege ability is just so strong at winning wars, because sometimes it comes down to literally just a siege race between the AI. And by sieging down the forts, it gives you more maneuverability to move your troops around and ultimately win the battles and fight the fights you want to fight. You have 17,000 against 9,000. Why are you not attacking into this? You want military access, England? You want military access? No, you do not. Okay. I don't know why you're not attacking into that, England. They're taking London. They're taking London, for crying out loud. And they're sieging down the rest of your nation. Come on, let's go, England. Do something. So who's going to be angry with us here? We can try it again. We're just sort of preemptively trying to butter these people up a little bit, because if we can get them just a little bit over the threshold, they won't try to do anything weird against us. Cologne. Sure. You're friendly towards us already. Let's butter you up. No one's voting for Brandenburg. Not even Brandenburg, which is weird. Oh, they have a female ruler. Okay, so the Emperor of the HRE does have to be a male. Does have to be a male. Milan likes us enough, it's fine. We still looting? It's kind of weird. It's like, I'm not sure what the most optimal strat is. If you should be looting a province you're going to take at the end of the war or not, I'm not sure. Gonna get this event again. That is a lot of army tradition. But the traders are not going to like us. And we can fix that, though. We cannot fix that because these are not states. We can only award the traders provinces that are related to being a state. Oh, this isn't even a state either. Yeah, if we go here, oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of really important pieces of land that we do not have. Okay, we have this province and this province. These should be controlled by the traders. But because they don't like us, they're actually not going to like us either way. Especially considering we kind of need to revoke this land from them too, and they're going to be upset when we do that. Yeah. What's the autonomy? 0. let's give this to them no matter what. That's going to be good. You know what? I bet you we can do something more intelligent with our traders at this point. Don't we have one that's like collecting down here or something? We earn a, well, we actually earn a ducat and a half down here. Not too bad. Oh, we now control this center of trade as well. But again, it's a territory. Means the autonomy here is just like super high. England, I think it was 86. Yes, 86. Well, they ended the truce with Tyrone. England is fighting back. England is fighting back. Let's go, England. I think, honestly, England is so beat up at this point. I think we actually kind of want them... They have no ideas. I think we kind of want them to... We don't want Scotland to eat them completely, right? We want this to stay the same. We want this to stay the same. We don't want England to take over Scotland. We don't want Scotland to take over England. We want it to kind of idle, really. We're getting a lot of admin power. Kind of making me wonder, do we go an admin idea group? Oh, Castile, let's get that royal marriage going down there. Yeah, let's see what's going to be the effect here now. Less people. There's less people in this list. Austria is really the only one that matters. In this entire list, Austria is literally the only person that matters, which means they don't matter. Which means they don't matter. That being said, we could at least get people over here. And then who was the other one that was like right at the bottom? And again, it should organize it. Like the people at the very, very bottom are the people that are least likely to join and the most likely to get them out of the coalition in the first place. Bremen over here. This could be a good one to kind of get out of here. Can we drill while at war? No, we cannot. That'd be so funny. All right, so let's end the war. It's over. Let's end the war. Do for peace. And I don't think anyone's going to care when we take over the English land. That'll be good. And of course, Brittany's not going to exist after this. Ooh, Austria's almost not going to join. It'll go away over time. Let's just take it all. We don't need the fort here, so again, let's just get rid of that fort. Make sure everything starts getting cored. We have very low war extension, or war exhaustion, I'm sorry. So we can just core these right away. We're not getting a penalty on these. If we had really high war exhaustion, we'd probably want to lower it first, like we talked about in the last war. That I kind of goofed up on anyways. Yeah, we kind of want to give this to the traders as well, but yeah, we're kind of holding off on it. It's actually a pretty lush province. We might just kind of let it ride there without... Ooh, we can... We can intervene in this war between Muscovy and Poland. Who's the attacker and who's the defender? That's going to be a bloody battle right there. Lithuania, Poland versus Muscovy. Ooh, that's going to be exciting. I don't think we want to participate, but that's going to be exciting. I like that this warns us that we can intervene if we wanted to. That's pretty cool. Uh-oh. Coalitions are forming up. Bring it on. Bring it on, guys. So we are getting a coalition that's forming against us. The funny thing is, Man, Austria was actually so close to not even joining it too. That's the funny thing. Yeah, if they were at below 51, if they were at below 50 aggressive expansion modifier here, they wouldn't have joined. And because they joined, it gives everyone else a big boost of confidence to join up. That's what's going on there. Gives everybody a big boost of confidence. Yeah. Whatever, guys. We can actually knock some of these guys out of the coalition just through improving relations with them. Like this guy down here. Yeah, he's not even, he's going to leave the coalition once we get him. We have to get him to above 50. What? Hess? Hess joined? No. Oh, this could actually be a problem. Could actually be a little bit of a problem. I thought we had Hess on our side. So we have a bunch of nations right now joining a coalition. Now again, they can't do anything to us. We're allied with Brandenburg, Castile Aragon, the Papal State, and Switzerland. Like, no, this can't do anything to us. It'd be annoying. Believe me, it'd be incredibly annoying. But they can't do anything to us. So here's the nice thing about the next war with England. The next war with England will not require... We do have the Breton separatists here. Have to worry about. The next war in England won't require any troops in the home front, right? It's just going to be, all the troops are just going to be in England here. Okay, so England has lost a little bit of their land. So England only has 2 forts now. They lost the fort in Northumbria. Savoy. Let's actually get this spy network going again with England. I think we want one on Kent. We want a claim on Kent. Just kind of like, I'm visualizing Dorset, London, and Kent. That's what I'm kind of visualizing here for this next war. Or we could go Oxford, Kent, London, because we actually made these states. We actually already made these states. Well, Dorset's a state too. It'd be nice to be able to get all this land here, because it's already a state, right? To sort of expand the states that we've already made. These would be very low autonomy provinces if we took them. Like, we're only at 22% autonomy for both of those. I can't believe Hess is upset with us. Spent a good amount of time buttering them up too. Again, what is the exact month that the truce will end next year? November. So it's at the end of next year. In England, if we double check this, England has no alliances. Well, they just got an alliance with Oldenburg, insignificant. And this little nation. No. Oh no, they're allied with this nation here. Dang, okay. Okay. But we'll keep 16,000 troops at home just in case they try to do a naval invasion, or in case Oldenburg comes over here. What we could also do, though, is we could actually send these troops up to Holland and just try to go right at Oldenburg right at the beginning of the war. Just attack right into them. That might be the smart thing to do. I wonder how England's navy is actually doing, all things considered. They still have 3 heavies here, at least. I just realized something. So we now have 15% in the English Channel. That's only going to be going up, because we're starting to get a lot of these very important provinces that are part of the English Channel. And as you can see, the English Channel is worth a lot more than Champagne. Like, a lot more. A lot more. Once we take London, though, London is one of the primary, the most important node when it comes to the English Channel. We should get a lot more influence here. And hopefully We might actually trade our trade network from here to here. 15% of a much bigger number is better than 34% of a smaller number, but this 15% is going to go way, way up. If we get London, it's going to skyrocket. What's going on with Mantua? There's a war that's broken out here. Well, that's not good. Cleves is gonna die. Oldenburg is in a war. Let's go. Let's go. You know, the funny thing is we might actually want to take Oldenburg. It'd be like, people would be very upset again, we're reaching a little too far into the HRE, but this would give us the ability to go to Denmark. Yeah, it would give us some potential. Give us some potential for sure. We're losing military leaders. We should be... no, I don't think we're going to be drilling. Okay, subjugate Britain. Let's grab this. We've gained claims on these areas here. Which for the most part we already own because the Burgundian inheritance fired, right? But we did just get a claim on... No, I think for the most part, just this province here. Wait, did you join the... or leave? Join or leave? No, you joined. That's fine. Oh, another one of these items for the Age of Discovery is triggered. And we've embraced the Renaissance, so we're getting this much, much faster. Okay, so what do we got here? Higher development colonies. This is pretty nice, but of course this only lasts for the Age of Discovery. And I don't know how quickly, it might be a while before we set out and colonize. Actually might take a while before we can start doing that. We don't need more cavalry to infantry ratio. We're not that kind of a nation. It's going to do a lot of cavalry. I believe our capital is just farmlands, so we'd get a bonus in farmlands. This is all nation specific. This is kind of cool. Improve war taxes. We haven't actually been doing war taxes, but this makes it free to initiate war taxes. That's actually kind of cool. I think we'll do that, and we'll try to remember to use war taxes now when we go to war. So the war taxes, we actually haven't even talked about that. When you can raise war taxes, it costs military power though, which of course is precious, usually. Now it's going to be free for us. But it makes it so that the land maintenance of your troops is reduced, which is pretty stellar. And one thing we need to do is we need to build cannons. We need to build cannons. Let's build a cannon for each army, because that one cannon is going to give us a lot of flexibility in war. It's going to really speed up the siege times. Bavaria stays friendly with us. Heck, Bohemia really loves us. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to make them love us even more. A lot of these nations they just permanently hate us. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change on that. Doing our best over here. Okay, I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get the claims on Oxford and Kent. London's going to be the prize. London's going to be the prize. Would be nice to grab one on Kent, though. Here's the question. Can we actually switch our rivalry back to England? We actually can't replace rivalries until a certain amount of time has passed. Wow, that's like, what is it, like a 50-year timer to do that? Holy cow. It'd be nice to do England, but yeah, whatever. The cool thing is, it'd be kind of nice to actually get into a position where we could potentially... This would be a nice province to take, because I think this would let us get a claim on Scotland. If we attack Scotland, then we could sort of wiggle our way all the way up here. And I don't think anyone would... No one's going to care if we take Scotland. You know, these people over here, it's too far away. They won't even hear about it. They won't even hear about it. We could be the defender of the Catholic faith. The one thing I don't think I remember to mention about this is you have to actually defend... Literally, this means you defend all Catholic nations. If there's a war that breaks out, I don't know if it happens like if a Catholic attacks a Catholic or if it's like a non-Catholic attacks a Catholic. But basically, you have to defend. You're responsible for the other Catholic nations, and you're called into war actually to fight with them. So, yeah, it's not a problem, but it's not an ideal situation sometimes. But the bonuses are pretty sweet. Now here's the question, does England even have any troops? Please tell me, England, this is not your entire army. Please. They have 17,000 troops. Okay, no, they have more troops than just that. Supply limits over here are pretty high, because it looks like these are grain provinces. Why is this... Wow. We're at max manpower. We are at max manpower. Let's build up to our force limit. It's saying that Denmark's no longer a rival. We goofed up. We goofed up. We just made a huge mistake. We forgot to declare war on... I thought it said November. I thought it said 1486 November. What the heck? What were we looking at? We just goofed up. So, England has joined the coalition against us, which means if we attack, it will trigger the coalition. Look at this. We'll have to fight all these nations. They're also not allied. If we could somehow attack into Oldenburg, we could get them to join the war. Oh, but coalition would fire. How are you in a coalition? Don't we have a truce? France. Oh, because they're in a trade league and part of the HRE. Okay, never mind. Other things are going on there. Wow, we missed the window. Somehow the truce ended. I thought it was going to end in November. The heck? Did I misread that? Was it January? Oh my gosh. So we can't attack England now. Not without triggering an entire coalition. Prepare to be terrified. Okay, this is the coalition against us. If Austria leaves the coalition, the whole thing should just dissolve. The whole thing should dissolve. But there's no way to get Austria to leave it unless we can go to war with Austria and they have a truce with us. Then they'd have to leave it. Baden, Brandenburg. Oh, they're allied with Brandenburg? That's annoying. Siena. Siena. This would be the way in. They're allied with Austria and Florence. They will be called on the coalition members. What? Oh. The heck? So Siena, for some reason, would call in a full coalition. Oh, because they're still part of the HRE. I think it has something to do with the fact that Siena is still part of the HRE. Dang. Dang. So that's really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. So what we could try to do now is we go through these nations and we just try to... Oh, we might be able to get these people out of it. But yeah, basically the idea is now the goal is we need to get these people out of the coalition. One by one. One by one. We need to literally get these people out of the coalition. Oh, we could do it here easily. Yeah, easily. So again, we need to get them to plus 50. That's the magic number. Plus 50. It's not going to work. The unlawful territory actually kind of killed us. It's kind of annoying that we forgot to ally Brandenburg. That was really a goof. Now, are we trying to get these people out of the coalition? No, they like us already. They already like us. Okay, who else can we potentially get out of here? They're at plus 50. They should be leaving. Yeah, these should be leaving the coalition. We just got to give them time. I've also noticed there's another weird thing in the game where it's I don't know if it's a bug, but sometimes you have to back out. You have to close the game and restart the game for these things to properly update. But we could definitely get out Lorraine here. So we just kind of have to get these people up. We just have to wait for these people to get nice and happy. Yep. Let's wait for them to get nice and happy. I mean, they're never going to get truly happy, but you know what I'm saying. So let's look at our technologies here. Yep, we're way ahead on time. So we're back. We're fully caught up with our technologies. In fact, we're sort of ahead. So yes, let's get this last idea group here for the military idea. And that gets us the leader siege. And now, if we trained a general right now, oh man. It'd be looking fresh. Let's get rid of this guy. We don't even care about him. Look at that. 3553. Holy cow. That's a very nice leader. A very nice leader indeed. Alright, everybody. In fact, we could hit this button a couple more times. But since it's going to be a while before we go to war, I think we just chill out for a second. I mean, the army tradition is going down, but wow, that's a great leader. So actually, let's get this guy drilling. Let's get this guy drilling. Let's actually get one more leader. Five siege? Are you kidding me? These are incredible. Like, I don't know if I've ever had a leader with 5 siege before. Oh, I probably have, but way later in the game, not in 1486. That is insane. That is really, really crazy. Let's get these guys drilling and training up. Because for the most part... Wow, now they're 3-star generals, is what they are. I think that's the max. I'm surprised this guy's not counting as a 3-star general. He's pretty nuts. Okay, so we are going to go exploration ideas, and there's some... Now we can do some really cool stuff, because we're at 800 Diplo, so we're going to hit this, and we're going to hit this. Also gets us the Estates General, which gives us 10% more national manpower. So we have a colonist now. We've unlocked a colonist. You can only unlock a colonist, at least as France, by doing expansion ideas or exploration ideas. But we need this quest for the New World. We need... we need explorers to actually go out, because we can't, there's nowhere to colonize. We haven't discovered anywhere yet. So we literally need to... Oh, that's funny. We don't have the Diplo required to recruit that. Let's see if we can get the Diplo. Okay, so it's saying you need to choose a native policy. Here's the interesting thing. Here's the interesting thing. France has This ability here, native trading principles, minus 50% uprising chance, native assimilation plus 50%. Now, I'm actually not even sure what all this means. Except for the natives will uprise. As you're trying to build a settlement somewhere, the natives will uprise. And the thing is, the French apparently, historically, worked with the natives more rather than, you know, just kind of like tossing them aside. They actually worked with them more, accepted them more, and the natives accepted them. So they actually had a sort of a good relationship with the natives, and that's what's simulated here. But on top of that, these trade policies are how we treat the natives ourselves. So we could say, you know, we don't care about the natives at all. We care about a settler growth. So we can say, screw the natives and go this way. But then the natives will say, screw you. And they'll be uprising more. And it's a pain because you got to send troops over there and they have to defend the provinces. It's not too big of a deal, but I think because we are France, we're going to go this. We're going to go in between. We're going to go with the native trading policy, which gives a 50% reduction in uprising chance. Well, wait a second. We already have a 50% once we get that idea, that French idea. So this should make it 100% reduction in uprising chance, but also we should get 100% native assimilation, which I believe means that the natives in the province will actually strengthen the province once it's completed, once we settle it. So I believe that the natives will actually join the settlement, and it'll actually increase the value of the province, which is really cool. That's a French thing to do, I think. Getting that policy in the middle. Most people go growth. Most of the time you're going to want to go growth. Like if you're playing as Portugal or Spain, you want to go growth and just grow as fast as possible, but this should be pretty fun going with the trading policy. So we do need more Diplo though. Can we actually ask the traders for Diplo? Ask them for a contribution. No, we're 5 years off of doing this. So we actually need to wait to get a little bit of Diplo, and then we'll get an Explorer, and we'll see what that's all about, and we'll do that on the next episode. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to be playing the diplomatic game for a little bit, and the colonization. Hopefully we can get the colonization game up and going here soon. All right, thank you so much, everybody. I will see you guys in the next one.